You guys are watching Doing Math, and in this video we're going to go over how to do Japanese multiplication. We do this by just multiplying using just lines. To start this out, we're going to do 12 times 14. Okay? And to do this, we need to represent 12. We can represent 12 by a line, and then two more lines. So that's for the 1, that's for the 2. So 1, 2, 12. Now we're going to represent the 14. So the 14 is going to be one line, and then four lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to do this, we start with this bottom right corner, and I want to think that we're going to add these up, add this diagonal up, and add this diagonal up. So let's see how many numbers we have here. We always start with the bottom right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 intersections. So I write down 8. In this section right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 intersections. So I write down a 6. And in this section right here, I only have that one intersection, so I write down the 1. And 12 times 14 is 168. Now we're going to work on another example, and now the next example is going to be 23 times 32. Alright? To represent the 23, I draw two lines just like this, and then three lines. So that's 23. Now to do the 32, I can go 1, 2, 3, and then draw two lines down here, 1 and 2. Now we always start with that bottom right corner, so this guy, and then we have to add this diagonal and this diagonal. Now let's add up all the intersections. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I write down a 6. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have to write down the 3 and then carry the 1. Now let's count these intersections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So I write down the 7. So 736. So now we're going to do this with a number with a 0 in it, because it becomes kind of a little tricky when you're working with numbers with zeros in it. So my next example is going to be 20 times 15. So to represent the 20, I draw 1, 2, and to represent that 0, we can just draw a little dashed line. It's kind of like a ghost line. There's not really a line there, but I need something to represent that 0. Now to do the 15, I put one line across here for the 1. And now I have to put 5 lines to represent the 5. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we still have to do that same bottom right corner first, and then we have to add this diagonal and then that diagonal. So let's see what intersections I have here. I have 0 here because that dashed line is really not there, so I write a 0. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that doesn't count as an intersection because of the dashed line. So I have 10, so I write a 0, and I carry the 1. Now up here I have 1, 2, 3, so I write down the 3. And I have 300. Now that we've done a couple examples with 2-digit numbers, let's move on to a 3-digit number. So let's do 112 times 212. To do this, to represent the 112, I need to do 3 spaces. So 1, 1, and then the 2. So 1, 1, 2, that represents 112. Now to do the 212, I put 2 lines, 1, 2, then 1 line, maybe right here, 1, and now 2 more lines at the bottom. So 1, 2. Now this one, there's all kinds of diagonals. So I start with the bottom right corner. That's 1. Here's another diagonal. Here's another one. Here's one. And here's one. Now I need to add up all the intersections in each one of these. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4 intersections, so I write a 4. Inside of this green circle I have 1, 2, 3, 4 intersections, so I write down a 4. In this diagonal I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I write down a 7. Here I have 1, 2, 3 intersections, so I write down a 3. And in this last I have 2, so 1, 2, and 2. So a little different than the way we multiply, but kind of cool, and relatively easy if we take some practice with it. Another cool activity that you can do that's pretty hands-on is you can use chopsticks to represent each line, and then you can count the intersections that way, and that's a great way to learn how to do this method. So thanks a lot for watching. If you'd like to see any more videos, please post a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye.